our two teams are racing across London, but one team can't use trains. How are they going to deal with that?
It's very puzzling.
This feels like the slowest train in the world.
I think we've worked really hard to get where we are now.
Find 3 different species of livestock animals and capture them on camera.
Hi.
Oh, that's so much central line.
We're here, got our first points, only an hour in. You cannot travel by train until you've completed sudoku or crossword found in a newspaper.
I reckon we can smash this out. I do cryptic crosswords all the time.
So we can't get a train.
No transport until the puzzle's done.
Oh my god, okay, what about kids' magazines? Why don't we just get like a dot the dot that's like 6 dots?
So we know we're near Tottenham Court Road. We know there's a massive Sainsbury's on the other side of that. They should have a nice and easy kids magazine.
What if we both do a puzzle, one each, and then we see who finishes?
Absolutely ridiculous.
Are you thinking 2 brains are better than 1 on one puzzle?
1.5 brains maybe.
Where are we now?
We're at Finsbury Park. We're going to get the Piccadilly line from Finsbury Park to Oakwood, which is another big point earner for us. We also think we might play a disruption card on the way. We think we want to hold up the other team, who we feel might have a better understanding of the transport network than we
I
do.
think it's less an understanding of the transport network and more taking the time to think. Yeah, we got overexcited. We got ahead of ourselves. We're humbled now.
Yes, but we're still not running. Shows the cool, calm and collected nature of our team.
Midday till 6 p.m. Now it is 11:34. I don't want to wait that long. What?
On to the next one.
You've got to be kidding. Boots is closed. And Oxford Street famously doesn't do these kinds of shops unless you want to go to M&S, which is a good 15-20 minute walk.
There's the Piccadilly line.
It's just there.
Right above Cockbusters.
I'm feeling good about this.
Yeah. Luke has managed to find a book of sudokus in Waterstones because everywhere that sells newspapers isn't open yet. So I guess we better get the pens out.
We have got Sudoku.
Having been given the choice of difficult or difficult with the sudoku, we're teaming up.
I'm going to try another one.
Oh god, it's going well, it's going well.
We're unsure of, after we get to Oakwood, if we want to do our central line things first by changing at Holborn.
We'll be having some discussions on our lunch break, I think, planning our next step, but we're almost at Oakwood.
I didn't think we'd get this far. Our second stop.
Yeah, I'm pretty pleased with how things have gone so far. We're here, the promised land.
Zone 5, here we come. We're so pleased and honoured that you followed us on this journey.
We've done it, we've made it.
Where are we off to now?
The pub.
A classic part of a British train journey.
Yes, when we have our lunch break, our designated half an hour of downtime, I guess.
All right, it's 12 o'clock and we are at London Euston Station, which is outside it, and we're ready to take our break. How are you doing with the puzzle?
Not great, not great, could be better.
Okay, we'll come back to that. We can't do that on our rest period, but now we're going to find some lunch.
Yeah, we've got fish and chips,
Oh,
pies, shoes.
there's so much to choose from.
It's going to take us 45 minutes to get up to Watford. If we have a perfect connection, 45 minutes to get back down.
Which means that's the only thing we get for 13 points.
The other option is do Hammersmith and Earls Court, and that gets us 10 points,
But if we can do that, we're then close to the starting point. We can go draw another 1 to 2.
but potentially get really bad ones.
Still depends whether we veto the sudoku.
I have no idea what to do. There are no good answers out of this.
We're at Doyle's pub in Oakwood, taking a well-earned pit stop.
Setting. We're going to compete. We both have different ideas about what's going to work best.
I think going to Holborn first, getting the Central Line ones cut out of the way, and then going to South Kensington could be the play.
I personally am not of that mindset.
And Maddie historically has been better at this than I have. So
We both equally led each other astray. Better is in context of nothing.
yeah,
Another thought we're just having over lunch is how are they doing with their disruption, the other team? They have got to go to a city park farm.
That's going to be tough. That's going to be real tough.
the furthest right one,
Yeah.
I name Cliff.
He looks like a cliff, doesn't he?
Yes. We are going to not go to South Kensington, miss it out, take the 4-point hit, and we're going to go to the other stops instead. We're also planning potentially another disruption.
It's 12:30.
Now,
Great, okay, let's go. So, plan is we're actually going to go and get Earls Court, then Hammersmith and City. Oh, and the second that we get on a tube, we're going to drop a disruption just to really add some chaos to their lives. We're going to drop that ferry one that we got earlier. We've also just vetoed the challenge with the puzzle because we just thought it was just going to take us way too much time. And I think Watford High Street now is out of the question.
So, We've been disrupted.
Again, another disruption.
We have to get a water bus. So we decided we're going to work it in on our way back from Snaresbrook. We're going to get off at London Bridge and then get the water bus from London Bridge to Waterloo. And then we're going to sprint back.
We're doing so well in not running. There will be measured response, all right? There will be a retaliation. They will know.
Oh, foiled again. It's only 1 minute.
Yeah, luckily it's the Victoria line. I think it's coming again.
It's busy. We're in the infinite Victoria Tunnel, changing to the district now.
We've been in here for 5 hours.
Luke thinks we're not doing all that well. I'm happy that my biggest fear hasn't happened, which is that we'd get disrupted out in Zone 5.
I hadn't even thought of that. That would be horrendous. But that's partly because we haven't gone to Zone 5.
Bad things could still happen, but at least we'll be in Central.
We've decided to do 2 disruptions.
Burden.
This card is mandatory and immediate. Offload one of your unclaimed stations to your opponents.
Oh my god. Let's still go to South Kent now. Let's make them go all the way east to...
Snaresbrook?
Because that's worth 9 points. If they don't get it, they've then got to factor that in, and that's a 9-point deduction if they don't get it.
I can't even see you in the frame. We're so close to the window.
My body is at one with the door.
So the next disruption card is...
Sonnet. Write a sonnet about one of your claimed stations and perform it against a backdrop that references Shakespeare in some way.
That's so funny.
I am so glad we don't have to do that one.
Sonnet.
Take that, guys.
Yeah.
Right, I've just had a message. We've got not 1, but 2 disruption
Oh
cards.
my gosh. Do you know what sonnet is?
Vaguely, I think I did it in school.
1 out of 2, that'll do.
8.
They pulled a second disruption to offload one of their unclaimed stations to an opponent. So we now get one of their stations, and they've given us...
This is going to be so tight.
We're going to throw another disruption into the mix.
I think about it in the bath, rubber-dub-dub.